Good morning, students. In last class, we discussed about some important differences which we have found in between plant cell and animal cell. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about the components of the cell and what is the important function that we are going to discuss. That is components of the cell and the function. Components of the cell. So, if you observe a cell under the microscope, all the components and entire cell can be observed in three portions. That is, one is cell membrane, that is outer membrane, that is the one, and inside it you see that nucleus portion, and also a fluid that is called a cytoplasm. This is what three conditions, three parts are going to be visible under the microscope. A cell can be divided or consisting of 23 parts. What are the three parts? Is number one, cell membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. So these are the three components of a cell it is consisting of. Now we are going to discuss about these three only. What are these three parts of the cell and what is their function? That is, we are going to discuss under the components of the cell and their function. Now, first, what is cell membrane? So, as you have seen that the cell membrane is common in all the cells, either it is plant cell or animal cell. All the cells of the animals or plants, they consisting of cell membrane. And it is also called as plasma membrane or plasma lemma. So, what it is also called? Plasma membrane. And it is also called as plasma lemma. So, what is the importance of the plasma membrane and what it is made up of? That is, what are the components of the plasma membrane? As we know that the cell membrane, it is a protective membrane or protective layer of the cell. So, as we have seen, this is the cell which we have seen yesterday, and the outer layer or this membrane is called as plasma membrane. And what is the importance of the plasma membrane? It is acting like a barrier or divider in between outer environmental condition and internal content of the cell. That is what? It separates the content of the cell from its outer environment. That is one of the condition. That is important function. So, next, it is acting like a filter. That is what it is. It is allowing some of the materials to come in and some of the materials to move out of the cell. That is selective permeability. That is also one of the function of the plasma membrane. And it is another important function is it is protecting that the internal components of the cell are not to leak out of the cell. So what are the internal components? Nucleus is there. Mitochondria is there. We have seen lysosomes are there, ribosomes are there, and also have seen Golgi apparatus is also there. These are the internal content or organelles of the cell, not to move out of the cell. It is acting like a protective layer. That is what another important function of the plasma membrane. And what is the composition of the plasma membrane? The plasma membrane of a cell is made up of phospholipids and proteins. So, what it is made up of? It is made up of phospholipids and proteins. So, what is happening here? If you take the structure of the plasma membrane, it is made up of lipids. What type of lipids it is having? Phospholipids. So, what is the use of this plasma membrane that we have seen is, it is acting like a semi-permeable membrane. means it is selective permeable membrane. Based on selective process, it allows to enter the substances into the cell and it removes the substances out of the cell. For example, if you go to Tirupati temple or Shirdi, what they used to do? By using metal detector, they find if any mobile or other any unwanted materials are carrying with us, they send out. That is selection. So which is should allow, which is not allowed. Here also what is happening here? The phospholipids, these are lipids and this is the protein of plasma membrane. So what is happening here? The plasma membrane is consisting of minute pores or holes which are occurred on proteins. So the holes of plasma membrane which is found on protein molecules, they allows to passage of the elements or materials or substances to enter into the cell. So through this pore or small hole, the materials are passing in or the materials are passing out. Anything is going to be occur. It is exchanging of materials from outside to the inside, from inside to the outside is possible to change. That is through this plasma membrane. That's what the plasma membrane is also called as selective permeable membrane. So what is plasma membrane? What is its function? What are the components? So it is also called as plasma membrane and plasma lemma, and it is acting like a barrier or boundary in between the cell and its environment. It prevents the entry of unwanted materials and it also removes the unwanted materials from the cell. So due to this selection process, that is entering of materials or removal of materials, that is based on selection of the plasma membrane, that process is called as selective permeable, allow to enter, that is carried out by the plasma membrane. That's why plasma membrane, what it is called? Selective permeable membrane. And what is the components or composition of the plasma membrane? It is made up of phospholipids, two layers of phospholipids are present, and also it is consisting of proteins, substances are there. These protein substances consisting of minute pores or holes which allows them to pass the substances through in it. So during this selective permeable process, so here what is happening here? Exchange of gases are there. As we are, what we are doing? We are inhaling, that is we are taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. During this process of exchanging gases, what is happening here? The carbon dioxide which is produced in the body and the oxygen which is found outside of the body, they are exchanging. So during this process, the oxygen from outside of the cell enters into the cell. The carbon dioxide which is present inside of the cell, it is sent out of the cell. This process of exchanging in gases in between outside of the cell and inside of the cell, that is called as diffusion. Understand? So the exchanging of gases in animals occurs through a process called as diffusion. So what is diffusion? The movement of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide from the higher concentration towards the lower concentration is called as diffusion. So what is diffusion is? So exchanging of gases. So diffusion is nothing but exchanging of gases from A to A, from the concentration of higher concentration and towards the lower concentration, higher concentration to the lower concentration, and that is process is called as diffusion. So the exchange of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are whether it is inside or outside of the cell, they are going to pass. That is exchange. And what process it is called as a diffusion process. For the diffusion process, there is no need of any energy independent process. So here no need of any energy source for the exchanging of carbon dioxide and oxygen. That is diffusion process. That is diffusion. At the same time, liquid particles are also going to be exchanged or passing from outside of the cell into the cell. For example, here water is present. Outside of the cell, water is present. Water is present outside of the cell. And how is the water concentration? More water is present. Inside of the cell, less water is present. Inside the cell, what is the water condition? Less in condition. It's a condition. So, when the water is less inside of the cell and when water is more in outside of the cell, what is happening here? The movement starts from where the water is more towards where water is less. That is, the movement of water out of the cell into the cell. That process is called as osmosis. What it is called? Osmosis. So, what is osmosis? Is the process in which the exchange or the movement of water from the concentration of higher region towards the lower region, from more amount of water towards the less amount of water. This movement of water from high concentration to low concentration is called as osmosis. What it is called? Osmosis. So what is osmosis means? The movement of water from A to A, water from high region of concentration towards the low concentration. From high concentration to the low concentration. And what process it is called? Osmosis. These two processes are also carried out by the plasma membrane by means of selective in nature. That is what the importance of the cell membrane. So that is cell membrane. Next, we are going to discuss cell wall of a plant. So as we know that the cell wall is found only in case of plants, but it is not found in case of animals. So that's what the cell membrane in animal cell is acting like a cell wall to prevent the entry of unwanted substances. That is the important function of the cell wall. Cell membrane. So what is cell wall? So cell wall is found. It is found in plants. Cell wall is found in plants. So this is additional protective layer. This is additional protective layer in plants. Additional protective layer of membrane. And it is non-living. It is non-living. And it is rigid. It is rigid means somewhat it is you can't compress. Means it is not in flexible in nature. It is somewhat hard in nature. That is what rigid. And it is made up of cellulose. It is made up of cellulose. Then what is the importance of the cell wall? Cell wall is protecting from changing in weather condition. Weather condition is changed. From that condition to protect itself, the cell wall is useful. For example, in summer season, if it is very hot in outside, where will you go? Inside of the house. If inside is very cold, what will you do? We will move out of the house and we are going into the sunshine. Is it or not? That is what the changing in weather conditions. We are also going to change our location, but the plants they can't move from one place to another place like us. That's what they themselves need to protect. For the protection of themselves from all the weather conditions like extreme temperature or cold condition or wind which are moving very fastly or humidity condition, from all these bad weather conditions which are harmful to the plants, it cannot move from that condition to the safe side. Why? Because it is fixed, even though it is living, but it is fixed to the land, so it can't protect itself. For these all the conditions to get protection, it is having this additional barrier or protecting membrane. What it is called? Cell wall, and which is made up of cellulose. So what is the important function of the cell wall is it gives strength and support to the cell, and also it is allowing to pass the materials. It also allows any material that are needed for it. It allows material to pass in it. That is the important function of the cell wall. And this cell wall not only found in plants and also found in bacteria also. It is also found in bacteria. This is what you can see about another protective membrane which is found in case of plants and bacteria. What it is? Cell wall, and which is called as protective additional membrane, and it is non-living component, and it is rigid. It is rigid means it is not flexible, and it is composed or made up of cellulose sugars. And what is the function is it gives strength, support, and also allow the material to pass in it. And it is protecting from bad weather conditions like atmospheric conditions like temperature, that is from wind speed, and also from the rain. From all these bad weather conditions, the cell wall is protecting the cell not to cause any damage. This is about one of the component of the cell. That is cell wall in case of plants and bacteria, and plasma membrane in both the plants and animals. In the next class, we will discuss about another component is nucleus and cytoplasm, all the things.